I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful freaking world? Now, welcome to another Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Got a cool panel here. Maybe some other people will show up. We'll see. Links in the back, so come on up. Cheers to the panel here. Thomas Metal 75. Cheers, Eric.
Cheers. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Bumpy Road Brews. It's inspection fucking time. Right on. Cool.
Cheerios.
And Beer Man. It's always beer time. Hell yeah. You guys know the routine. For anyone new to this show, we are pairing beer and cheese. Any beer and cheese will do. Seeing if it works. Usually everyone's used to doing it with wine, but this is with beer. So bring up a beer and cheese and let's do it. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with Eric Thompson Metal 75. All right, here we go.
Ooh. Oh, thank you for stopping by the Beer Man channel of YouTube. And hello, Bumpy. Today, I think, I don't know, kind of PG-ish, but at least it's with some craft beer. We'll see how that goes. It's beer and cheese Tuesday, so we'll do it that way. All right, so hello, Andrew. We'll do it this way. We'll do beer and then cheese, I guess, for a little comparison. So I'm going to do a beer from Newport Craft Brewing and Distilling Company. They're in the Newport, Rhode Island area. And this particular offering is in collaboration with the Radiant Pig Craft Beers out of, I think, Brooklyn, New York. And it's called Soccer. Literally, it's called Soccer. German style Kolsch Ale, 4.5%. Now, I know product of the USA, yes, brewed by Newport Craft Brewing Company in Newport, Rhode Island. Now, I know that next year or this particular year here, we have one of the lower tier from the MLS Soccer League that has a Rhode Island football club that's coming to the Rhode Island area, and I think they're playing in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, if I'm not mistaken. So I thought kind of maybe this beer was in collaboration of that thing kind of coinciding. Perhaps it's called Soccer, is an easy drinking German style Kolsch that's perfect for cheering on your favorite country during the World Cup, packed with Hallertau Blanc hops, light with pleasant citrus and floral notes. It's a smooth brew to complete your team's roster. Cheers. And this says the 18th of October 2022. Yeah, it's high time to get into that. And I have a Stang that you put a Kolsch beer in from a defunct brewery called the Bucket Brewery.
Cool.
Defunct brewery. So let's pour the beer, and then I will show you what we're doing for the cheese. A Stang. It's strange without the R. A Stang. Bam, that looks like a Kolsch Germanic style lager beer for sure. Nice. Actually, 3 fingers pretty much. 2.5. Yeah, almost 3. Yeah, 3. Sure. And the cheese I'm going to do is the Dietz and Watson. Their originals, their pepper jack cheese. Sweet and tangy, slightly tangy with a jalapeno kick. Bam. There you go.
Nice.
All right. Let's talk about the beer. See how quick I can try to do this. We have a smaller panel, luckily, but that doesn't mean ramble on as Led Zeppelin once said. So the beer,
we'll do it after.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We're just gonna display first, and then we'll do it. We'll do the review after.
Wednesday style. I like it. Cheers.
Sorry to interrupt you. All
No,
right.
you're good. Interrupt away, and then we'll
Much
get back.
love, brother. All right.
Come back.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, brother.
Cheers, Bumpy. Cheers, Eric. Thank you.
You have one of those Hulk beers? What?
No, brother.
Okay, good.
Brother.
Well, my cheese, it looks like.
Barney? What?
This cheese is a very spongy, mushy, melty,
rubbery.
Cheers, Robert.
sticky cheese. You can see that it's got some green things on there. What is that? Is that chives? What is it? Well, what this cheese is a horseradish Havarti cheese from
Havarti.
Roth.
Ooh,
Nice.
And it says- we
nice.
had burgers tonight, so this would have been a good cheese to have already had opened because we already had burgers and cheese. But it says slice for burgers or sandwiches, stir into scrambled eggs, pair with a crostini
Yeah.
red ale.
Oh.
Well, I don't have a crostini red ale, but I do have a roasted red.
You got a rail.
Yeah, this is from Switchback. This one's called it's a hoppy red ale, and it comes in at 5.6% ABV. It's got a nice like fence.
Yeah, looks. I was gonna say it looks like a red barn.
Yeah, red barn or fence,
House, what we
something
got
like that. Let's go ahead and open this and pour it.
That pours dark.
Switchback makes some decent beers. I enjoy their Switchback ale and stuff like that. They don't go too crazy, at least from what you can pick up at the stores. But yeah, this is a very nice red. It is red. It looks darker than that on.
Darn it.
Yeah. But yeah, kind of a khaki-ish colored head to it. It looks more white on camera, but it's a little bit lighter than my shirt, yellow.
Cheers, NBC.
Yeah. So there we go. Cheers. Hopefully these do pair together.
Awesome, man. Oh, it's great.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
All right, Angie.
Oh, me. I have a Saranac IPA, and it's a 6.8% ABV. I do not believe there is a date on it. It was a variety. It was like, it's probably on the box. It was one of those variety packs of all the different ones. But I'm going to pair that with my local grocery store's classic Swiss cheese.
All right. Cool.
Oh,
You
wait,
want
I need to
you
pour it
want
down.
Yeah, pour that beer. Pour that beer.
I was trying to be quick.
Nice. Great pour.
Thanks. Nice color. It's kind of orangey, marmalade-y kind of color.
Yeah.
Like a one finger head. Not too big a head. Smells good.
Good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Angie. Cheers.
Thank
We'll
you.
get back to you.
Cheers.
All right. Now, next up, we got Whiskey Scout. Welcome aboard, man.
Oh,
Hey, it's been a while, been a long
Yeah.
while. For cheese, I bought it literally just at the store a while ago, and I didn't look at the date, and it's 4/9 of 23, but I believe it'll still be good.
Did you
But I
kidding
have,
me?
yeah,
I got-
literally, and Dillon's is a big chain of grocery stores here in Kansas. So, but it's a Vermont Creamery goat cheese, and it just says everything.
Like
So
a
I
bagel.
guess it's just crusted with everything.
like a bagel, everything bagel.
Yeah, everything bagel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just everything, seasoning blend, onion, garlic, spices, poppy seed, flax. Now, also though, this is not a craft beer per se, but I bought it because they just literally, we get it in Kansas now. So I've had it before a long time ago, I mean, when I was down south, Louisiana, but I haven't had it in years. That would be something you guys all get and know probably very well. But me,
Yeah, Yingling.
this is the first time I've had one in probably 20 years or more. So it'll be new to me. In a way, it's kind of crafty for me. You guys are all like, why? So anyway, but they were advertising it at the store today, and they said, "Yep, we just got it into Kansas. It's just been approved." So I went over and got that, and got the cheese, but I didn't notice the date on the cheese till I got home. So
We still don't get it in New Hampshire, just so you know, Robert.
Oh, Yingling? You really don't?
Weird.
Huh. This is the first for me. So
Wow.
not the first. I got it in Louisiana years ago when we lived down there. They had it down there, but Louisiana, anything alcohol, they pretty much get. That's just a nice amber color.
Yeah,
That was great.
that's good.
Yeah. I did have some Wichita Brewing Company ambers ales, but I drank the last one last night and I didn't think about it. So I would have brought that instead of this, but they're gone. And all I got left is a bunch of stouts, which I'm not going to pair with cheese. Stouts for me have never worked with cheese very well.
Right.
So anyway, that's what I got.
Oh, it's nice and clean.
Hell yeah, you.
All right, thanks, Robert. Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Let's get Mr. Beerman up here now. All right. So weirdly enough, great minds think alike. I also have a everything bagel goat cheese.
Wow.
We did not discuss this earlier. This is definitely magnetic. This cheese. So as you saw, it's just Might cut mine up, but yeah, it's just a crumbly goat tube cheese. Smells really like an everything bagel. Really nice. And then I'm gonna mix this up with a hazy triple hazy. Another adroit theory here, and it's if you're still breathing. Kind of a cool label.
Yeah, it is.
And then they give you like the cigar, the food, the music, everything. A cheese even, they say to use a Berkswell, which I've never even seen. So double high dropped later. Double dry hopped Citra. I've never heard of this one. Moutier, and Nelson Sauvin. And it's a 10%, 10.5%.
Want to see what's going on?
And
That's what's going on.
227. So about.
Aw, look at the numbers.
He gets to be a part of everything. It seems.
Oh.
All right. That's a milk bomb right there.
Nice milky, golden, straw-colored yellow beer. Heck yeah. Whoop, not hard.
Oh, that's
Good.
creamy looking almost in a
Oh,
way.
it smells freaking delicious. I'm looking forward to that. All right. So let's go ahead and let's bring up Thomas Metal 75 again. Massachusetts
Now,
beer reviews.
everybody, there
Here
we
we
go. We'll start with that review I was rushing to get to. All right. Pepper Jack, the originals from Dietz and Watson. And they're saying on the website that they're not using the RBGH, which is a man-made hormone marketed to dairy farmers to increase their milk production. But this says, actually they do say that they're not treated with that. But they also say that it's not, there's no significant difference between a cow that's had that growth hormone and that has not. So you make your choice on that one, I suppose. And the beer again is this. It's called Sucker. It's a Kolsch style ale from Newport Craft Brewing and Distilling in Newport, Rhode Island, with Radiant Pig collaboration, or a collad, as Alex the Beer Master would say, from Brooklyn, New York. So the beer did pour pretty nice, 2.5, almost 3 finger head. I poured it to the top of the stang, and you don't have any more head. None. It looks like a really nice, unfiltered. I mean, it's pretty filtered, I guess. It just has a hazy look to it. Looks like a lagering beer style, which is kind of what a Kolsch does look like. A ale done in the lagering tradition. And the smell, so Hallertau Blanc hops is what they're saying on the can. And Hallertau Blanc, light with pleasant citrus and floral notes. Yeah, I'm getting all of that. Definitely like the Hallertau Blanc shows up. There's definitely a citrusy undertone to that. I can get the floral sweetness right up front too. The biscuity, pilsnery, crackery malts are definitely showing up like it would in a Kolsch. The yeast is giving it to me maybe even more than the hops, but the yeast is giving it because it's an ale yeast. I'm still getting the fruity notes from the ale yeast. Almost a strawberry. Berry, sure. Nice bready white malts. Let's see what it gives on the taste buds. Cheers, everybody. 4.5% Kolsch.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The 18th of October, 2022. This was canned. Pretty dry. Very earthy. I'm going to say the word musty, if that makes any sense. Very musty, earthy. Strawberry, citrusy too. White bready malt. Interesting. Not the cleanest, not the best representation of a Kolsch. Not really. Not the cleanest Kolsch. It's leaving me with a light chalkiness or a film around the top of the mouth, around the palate of the mouth. Chalky is the word to use for that. So maybe that would work with the cheese. Light body, crisp, clean, crisp. I'm gonna go with it's not sweet, although it kind of is. I'm gonna go with, I got a somewhat dry complexion flavors to it, and super crushable. So I guess that must have been $2, between $2 and $3 and change for a single can. I can't complain for the price, but I think I want that thing a little bit fresher than October, I guess. The cheese. The cheese?
Oh, that looks peppery.
There's some pepper jack in there. There's some green bell pepper, I think, is in there too. What does the website say really quickly? A bit of sweet, a little bit tangy, and just the right hint of jalapeno heat. Creamy, satisfying, and snackable. All right. Let's see. Not super salty. It is kind of on the soft, pliable side. There's the red of the jalapeno there. Kind of soft and pliable. Definitely getting a little bit of heat. There is a little bit of sharpness to the cheese, like a very mild cheddar cheese in its sharpness department, not super sharp or anything. Only mildly salty. Maybe there is a moderate saltiness. Let's give it a taste test, and then we'll try it with the beer. Cheesers.
Cheesers.
Oh, yeah. Vegetal. The vegetal part of the jalapeno is really nice. Creamy. Definitely slightly tangy. Yep. The jalapeno accentuates a slight amount of sharpness, the tang of the cheese. A nice milky complexion to the cheese. Nice and pliable in the mouth, if that makes any sense for cheese. And a moderate to light pepper jack jalapeno note to it. So let's do one more little bite, and then we'll do some beer, and then we'll do some cheese again. Cheesers.
Cheesers.
See what the blend or the pairing is like. Wait for it to mostly go down. Now some cheese or beer. Well, that's way cleaner. Not a super clean beer, but much more palate cleaning in the mouth with the beer after the cheese. The sweetness of the beer is coming out a little bit more. The hopping, actually, the bitterness is coming out more. I don't know what the IBUs are. They don't list it on the brewery's website. Less of the saltiness from the cheese is coming out. And it's taming down the pepper jack flavor and some of the sharpness to it. So the tang and the sharp has kind of gone away. You're getting left with a nice milky complexion. Maybe a little bit of salt salinity is coming out of the cheese. At the very end, when the beer dries, you get a little bit of a peppery zing coming back up. Nothing super complex or over the top, but they work really well. The beer, I kind of wish was a little bit more clean in its complexion in the first place, which would match better with the cheese. And I kind of wish the jalapeno was slightly brighter, but I like the vegetal flavor that I'm getting from the jalapeno. I will, it's probably going to get a B to a B plus rating. We'll see where that number lands. Is it better than average? Nothing too crazy, but hey, if you don't know what you're doing and you just found these two things locally, I think you're on a good start. So, cheesers, and I will let the next contestant go. Cheers.
All right, man. Thanks, Eric. Cheers.
Got it.
Got it.
Sure.
Yeah, Bumpy.
Cheers. All right, let's swirl it
Well,
and sniff it. So from afar, there's it's definitely kind of a deep dark bread, almost a burnt quality to it as well. Slight bit of like a caramel or toffee sweetness. It's just a harshness too, with just that kind of burnt character. But yeah, you get the barking dogs. Yeah, it doesn't smell super hoppy. There's a little bit of maybe like a citrusy note. It's mostly like burnt malt, deep bread, toffee or caramel. Yeah, so let's take a sip now. Cheers.
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 please be delicious.
Yes.
It almost reminds me a little bit of like a pumpkin ale. It's got this almost gourdy flavor to it, but there's like this kind of malt sweetness with that. And then there's a big roasty, burnt, so like really like deep bread, like dark bread type notes, brown bread, and then like burnt char, a lot of char type notes. That's kind of the finish. It's, I would say, burnt woods. It's woodsy that's been burnt down. Kind of earthy tones. Bitterness is definitely, I would say, up there, especially for a red ale. It's got, I think, a lot of that has to do with that kind of burnt char flavor. 5.6% ABV. I mean, this drink's more like an 8%er, just the way that it's hitting my palate. But oh yeah, it's I don't know. It's different for sure. Reds aren't normally my favorite. I thought this one would be more like an IPA, like a red IPA type thing, but it's not really. It just really is an extremely bitter, burnt, woodsy, earthy red ale. The cheese doesn't have a lot of smell. Cheese smells more like my fingers. Let me.
Where's your fingers been?
They've been on. they've been on hot dogs and hamburgers.
Boy, they've been on hot dogs, huh?
Chili dogs?
Charred ones.
Oh! Sucking on chili dogs.
Yeah, you get like just a little hint of like the horseradish. So I kind of get like a little bit of a nasal tingle. Other than that, there's really no smell to this. Cheers.
Cheesers.
Teasers.
Teasers.
Your tweezers.
Very creamy. It's milky. Milky. There's a salinity to it, and then it kind of gets almost this like sour cream vibe with chives or something. But then the horseradish. That's when the horseradish is kicking in, and then you get full horseradish flavor. Just a mild, like you just eat like horseradish like stuff. It usually like will give you a good burn on your tongue. It kind of has a mild sting to the tongue. It's not overly horseradishy, but you're definitely getting the flavors of the horseradish. The cheese itself is just very lightly creamy, maybe buttery, and definitely a salinity to it. Very chewy, soft, melty, smelty cheese.
Nacho cheese.
It does make the beer a little bit more pleasurable. It kind of cuts back, having that horseradish and stuff kind of cuts back a bit on that burnt char note. I do pick up a little bit of kind of some of that kind of toffee sweetness out of the beer. It's kind of mixing with that kind of creamy note of the cheese, buttery toffee. Horseradish itself, there's just a little bit of that kind of still floating around, but the beer is pretty big as far as bold notes. So, but yeah, it works pretty well that way. Eating the cheese first and then drinking. So let's try it vice versa. Oh boy, Cheerios.
Cheers. Again.
Ooh. Yeah, the bitterness on this beer just lingers on. It like just got lifted with the cheese. It just lifted up that bitterness to the next level. It's like I'm gonna outweigh you, cheese, no matter where the hell you put me.
Damn.
Yeah. I think it does work better with the cheese first and then the beer. Just because, the bitterness level just continues to grow now. All right. I'll have a score.
All right, man. It's not a red IPA, a Westie, it's the red ale.
It's a hoppy red ale. It's like a red ale.
Jesus. All right. Well, cheers, Bumpy. All right, man. On
Cheers.
to Angie. All right.
Okay. I've been practicing my sniff to not be as noisy as it usually is. So,
Sorry.
That sounds great.
Hey, it works. Don't worry about it. It works.
As long as that nose is working.
only one nostril. That's why it's kind of hard.
Oh,
Okay, it is tropical fruits, definitely. Maybe like an orange cookie. I don't know why it smells like
Orange
a
and malty.
Oh, maybe that's it. Malty, yeah. Definite pineapple, passion fruit. Something else, but I can't put my finger on it. Some kind of tropical goodie. Yeah. And kind of honey, kind of sweet. Really sweet. Yeah. Yeah. So, now I sniff the cheese, right? Is that,
did
or do
you
I
drink, did you drink your beer?
Drink the beer. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry.
for it. Do the overview.
I
Yeah,
was doing so
do,
good.
but
I
there
swear.
you
Okay.
Ooh.
Definite pineapple. It's a little bitter.
An IPA that Angie likes.
Yes.
Oh, gateway beer. Slide right into that style.
It goes down great. It's got like I can't explain it. It's smooth. I don't think there's any lactose in it, but it's almost smooth like that, like there is. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But it's when I lift it, I smell when I'm drinking. It's like malty, like oats or something, wheat. I don't know, something like that. Oats, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go
Mhm.
out. Don't go out with drinking with Angie. She smells when she's drinking.
Is that her new channel, Drinking with Angie?
Oh, heck no. I want to go through that out of
That's the
Paul.
real
That would be
sniff.
awesome.
That's the real sniff right there. Okay, so it's really good. So I'm
Oh, I
gonna.
forgot to do this for you. Sorry. Cheers to you.
Oh, cheers! I forgot to say
Yeah.
cheers. I'm sorry.
You already drank it, though. It's okay.
Good.
And
We
it's
got cheesers coming up.
43 IBUs, which I have no idea what that means, but it's
If
43
water
IBUs.
has 1 IBU, then that's 43 times more bitter than water, which is hard to believe, right? But that's, I guess, what you
It's
can
the
say about
bitterness.
that, right, beer man?
Unit.
Okay.
That's how bitter the beer is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a
The higher it is, the more bitter.
Yep.
6.8%.
That's
And the
pretty
website,
balanced. It could be, yeah.
It's not bad.
The way
40.
you describe it sounded very balanced with hops and malt.
the website says it's an award-winning hazy boozy IPA brewed with the fruitiest and most tropical Citra, Mosaic, and Galaxy hops,
Woo!
Nice.
imparting intense flavors of passion fruit, mango, I missed the mango, guava, and pineapple. Flaked oats provide a silky smooth
Yeah.
mouthfeel that will leave your taste buds in the
Yeah, that's
clouds.
good.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god! Yay! That's fun.
Well, would you say intense?
Yeah.
Intense, all right.
Intensities.
Much like camping, it was intense, all right?
It was intense. Okay. So my cheese is just boring Swiss.
Oh, that's going to be good.
It's kind of rubbery, like Swiss is. Wait, let me pick a piece. Oh no, he's got a hole in it. Okay, there it is. I
There's
just
the
wanted
hole.
to make sure there was a hole in there so you didn't think I was lying.
Hold on the bottom of the tree.
It smells like feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what Donald Trump said.
I smell funk. You know that cheese funk.
Cheesy.
Kind of what is that? It's not bitter, but what am I thinking? It's like
Lactose?
Sour.
what is it?
The sour lactose, something like that?
Like yeah. That's like sour lactose.
Sour, tangy.
Tangy. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah. It smells delicious. So
Cheers,
okay,
Paul.
so we're gonna do cheese first and then beer,
We
right?
call this cheesers for the
Yes.
cheers. And the
Go for it.
cheesers.
Go for it.
Cheesers.
Cheesers.
Cheesers. Yeah. Yeah, Beer Man came up with the cheesers thing. I like that.
Oh, too. Ooh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Mm-hmm.
I love Swiss cheese.
Oh, it's really good. It's not dry, but it's like it's not creamy. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta chew it up. but it doesn't really crumble.
It has some body to it.
Yeah, it's got some body to it.
Good.
Really good flavor. That that Swiss, that pungent bite that it has. Yeah, really good.
Well, here we go. Combo Nation Farrington.
Cheers. Sorry.
Cheers again and
Cheers.
again.
Okay.
There it is.
Ooh. That's delightful. Oh yeah, that's good. That cuts that that bite from the Swiss. Yeah. Just cuts it right out. Makes it really pleasant. It actually makes the beer and the cheese better. So yeah, I like that.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Cheesers.
Cheesers. Damn it, cheesers again and again.
Interesting, but I like it better the last way
Yeah.
because I still have the bitterness of the beer and I still have the funk of the cheese. I don't know why the other way around it doesn't do that, but yeah, I like it the other way around.
Cheese before beer?
Yeah, cheese
Yeah.
before beer.
It's usually the case. Right on. Cool.
Oh, cheese before beer.
Good mix. Swiss is a good mix
Oh.
with the IPAs, man. With the hazies, that sounds good. So,
Yeah.
cool.
I
Good
don't
job.
like a whole lot of the hazies, but this one's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Rock. Awesome. On to Mr. Whiskey Scout.
Whiskey.
Hey. All right. Well, I had to pour another Yingling because one's not enough, and this is probably not going to be enough either. But the rest are upstairs in the second. I need to move my stairwell to the basement's kind of narrow, so I can't put my I got 2 full-size fridge upstairs, one in the pantry, and then one in the kitchen where it should be. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Anyway, it poured with about a finger head when it poured, and then it kind of dissipates pretty quickly. It's still giving a lot of effervescence off of it. And it's a nice, that caramel honey color. It's amber. It's really has a pretty color to it. I mean, clear. And, honestly, it smells like most lagers. I'm going to be honest. It has that sort of grain forward smell to it. It tends to be a little bit of grain forward in the nose. Maybe a little bit of caramel. And I don't know if the caramel's coming from me just thinking that's a burnt caramel color, but I do get kind of that caramel sweetness on the nose as well. Now, I've already been drinking and eating, so it's already went through my head. All these notes I'm giving you. Taste. Cheers.
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 Skull.
Cheers.
Skull will work. Lightly malty. Very lightly malty, and it's also got a bit of hops coming through. Ever so gentle on the bitterness. It's there and gone. Doesn't linger. You got a real clean aftertaste to it. It's not hanging around on the palate. It'd be a great lawnmower beer, to tell you the truth. A little bit of caramel to it, a little bit of cracker, a little bit of like a unsalted cracker flavor to it. And pretty much it. But very clean in the palate. There's not a lot of. It's just very clean. It drinks clean. It drinks easy, and it's no lingering horrible aftertaste. I actually like this a lot better now. Probably most of the lagers I've had. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if it's just the newness to my palate, and after a while, it'll just be like any other lager. But right now, it's really appealing to me. All right, that's the beer. The cheese. Man, I've already dug in pretty heavily. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but I've been diving in pretty good. And it's got approval by an English setter down here. He's had a little bit.
Cheezers.
Yeah, cheesers. Yeah. That's that dried onion. It's really forward in dried onions. I really get that up front. There's also a sweetness there. There's a tanginess there. And poppy seeds. I get the poppy seeds. I can see them visually. I can taste them as well. They're pretty prevalent throughout it. And there's a saltiness as it goes down in the palate. You get a little saltiness on the back of the palate. And that creamy, tangy goat cheese flavor just blends with it all. This is actually, I've never been let down by goat cheese. I like it. We got a local place now that's making it, Ebersol's down here toward Wichita, that they make their own goat cheese there. And so I've bought some from there. But unfortunately, I've been working so much, it's hard to make time on here. It's been a month of Sundays since I've been on here. But I was thinking about you tonight. Beer man.
All right.
But beer man.
Cool.
The beer man feels good to me.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
I like the cheese. I like the beer. And I think we'll try cheese first and then the beer in this case, because the cheese is bringing the bolder flavor. And so we'll see what I expect, what will happen, because I've had it, is the cheese is going to overwhelm the palate, especially that onion note. It's really bold there. And then the beer should wash it all down and it should clean the palate. And that's what I anticipate, and that's what I expect to happen.
Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers and Jesus.
Cheers and Jesus.
And it does.
Jesus.
And like I said, I've already been through one beer and have some of this cheese. So I kind of
Not a
expected
beer.
it to, but it helps me prepare for delivery and talking about it. But yes, that's the way to have it. Now I can do beer and cheese, but the beer is not going to be noticeable because of the power of the cheese in this case. And then I'll stop talking and just do it. It's better with the cheese than the beer. The beer cleans up the palate after the cheese in this case. It works much better for me personally. Cheese first, then the beer. Overall, I like it. I'll think on the score and we'll get to it.
Nice. Thank you, man. Thanks, Robert.
You're welcome. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. Oh, good
Now
review.
let's do another cheese that is the same.
And he's right. We did not plan this. It was just great minds thought alike, I guess, on the same day.
Just some weird energy, man.
Mhm.
You were thinking about me, and all of a
Even
sudden
the-
we're getting the same cheese.
Even the shirt
Same
color's
color
not that
shirt.
far off.
I mean, what the hell?
No, it's more.
Good God. Yeah, let's go with the beer first. Like, oh, something's going on over here, like a fish flopping around or something. Let me see if I can spin this a bit before it goes everywhere.
Did the Adrot theory, yes.
Adrot Theory, yeah, this shit is the bomb, dude.
They're really excellent beers. They're really intensely
so
flavored beers.
super good. Like $6, I think, for the 16. Not too terrible. I get a major. I think this had soap or something in it. I don't know. I'm getting a funk. I might need to change to the can. But I do get. Hold on. Let's go on.
Yeah, compare.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So big time. It does have a nice resinous hoppy kind of bite to it. You can tell it was definitely like dry hop, like a son of a gun. You know, a whirlpool dry hop, like big time flavor and aromatics, or not flavor yet, but. I'm getting like a big, like kind of a pineapple orange again, like the other one I had, big time. There's other things. I'm getting like peach. I get a little like a lot of sweet fruit, a lot of which is like on all the hops. Like Moterra hops is they say sweet fruit, citrus, and woody aromatic.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So I've never even heard of that before. It's a Zealand hop too. And then you get green fruit and sweet fruit from Nelson Sauvin. And you get floral, sweet fruit, and citrus from Citra. So quite a blend. And it's definitely got a sweet net edge to it. Very nice sweetness in the like fruit side of it. I mean, very good. Very tropical, very citrusy.
That sounds like a good West Coast IPA hop.
Yeah. Perhaps, yeah.
Kind of combined with pine.
The Mutera one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Combined with pine.
With that woody too. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Anyway.
I do like that woody. It does have kind of like a woody grip to it. It's kind of I don't know, it's just nice. It smells good. It smells like nectarine. It's got nectarine, kind of a nectarine or like some kind of like stone fruit thing going on. Maybe apricot leather, like a dried apricot or something like that. Maybe I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of things going on in here, but not drinking out of the can. So let's look at it again. So a hazy beer for sure. It's definitely a New England style. We call this that good old Westy hazy thing. I would definitely consider this since it has that sweet kind of feel to it, has a creamy kind of feel to it in the nose as well. It's more of a New England style to me. And it has a very creamy rim on there. Nice head retention, off-white head. It's kind of a silky head. Whoa, I almost dropped that out. Very nice. It's dropping down and getting thicker. As if I could turn this around, it would get a hell of a lot better, I think. But let's go ahead and drink this. Cheers.
Cheers.
I recognize them for being a Virginia brewery. You said they brew some beers in other areas too.
Oh, well, Tennessee, are they in Virginia too?
I think they're in Virginia too, mostly. That's where I remember them from. Yeah, Virginia.
Oh wow. All right. Yeah, this does have a I wouldn't say piney, but a somewhat of a bitter. Not super bitter, but it does have a bitter finish. It's definitely smooth and creamy. It's very Alex's favorite word, but it does have that kind of a rich, thick feel to it. It's a little pithy. It has like kind of a pithy vibe, like a pithy orange or something like that. It definitely has pineapple going through it on the palate, on the tongue. Kind of, it's not sizzly, this one. The other one was more sizzly, kind of carbonated sizzle, kind of acidic. This one's more smooth and relaxed. More fruity instead of citrusy, fruit. It's more of like a stone fruit or like something like that. But the body's medium pushing full, kind of. It does have a viscosity that's kind of fuller, but it dries off. It's got a nice balance. There's a very nice balance and flow with this beer. It really sits well in the mouth. I want to keep drinking it. I don't get any alcohol whatsoever. I am getting a little mineral, like calcium mineral, or kind of like a chalky bite on the sides of the tongue. Gypsum.
Yeah,
kind of a chalky bite, but very, very nice though. I really like this. All right, so the cheese. Smell it. Get my perception of it anyway. You definitely get that poppy seed, and then it's also got flax seed in it, from what I was reading. I itched my foot. Onion, yeah, you get the poppy seeds big, and the onion and garlic. Mm-hmm. Onion garlic, it's got that bagel-y kind of feel, like you're eating a bagel with like that everything bagel kind of
seasoning, yeah.
Cheese on it or something, yeah, really nice. And then it's also got that kind of funk, that goaty funk that I like. That Robert likes, anyone that likes goat cheese loves it. I think it's awesome. Yep. It's just that rich, untainted kind of in the field kind of balls kind of feel, like holy shit. Yeah. Well, if you're a man, girls don't eat balls. Let's see.
Body's burning. Put that on your bagel in the morning.
That would be good on a bagel.
Oh yeah, well, oh my god,
with some salmon.
It's seedy. It's got a lot of seediness. All those poppy seeds, the flax seeds. It's you can just feel it rubbing your tongue, but then you got that smooth, creamy, salty, sweet, kind of tangy feel. A little citrus in there, maybe. Little funky bite. Very nice, though. Very good. That onions are real nice, and the garlic's a really nice addition to that. So, and you get that funk in the back too as you're finishing it off. It kind of goes down the throat and on the sides of the tongue. You get that like funk bite. It's really nice. I'm the goat cheese. But let's go ahead. Cheese before beer. Cheesers again.
Cheesers.
Tweezers.
Jesus.
Tweezers. No.
Oh. Wow. That brought on kind of a granola.
Oh, wow.
Or like it put out like this weird like cinnamon granola flavor from the sweet and the bittering and the fruits and stuff I'm getting from this. A little piney bite, maybe a little bittering bite. And then you add it to that cheese and it just brought out this like weird granola. Maybe the seeds are coming out more or something in the cheese. The garlic kind of and the onions kind of meld into the beer. A little dank, like a dank hazy or a dank New England or something like that. You get kind of that what is it, Mosaic or Galaxy? Galaxy's more of like a danky, right?
Galaxy, sure, yeah.
Galaxy's more. Oh, shut up, you dumb girl. Thing.
What?
No, it was that thing on the phone. It heard me talking in it. Here's
the
what I was
assistant app.
saying.
The assistant app there.
Yeah.
She's a dumb girl.
He's got a little female midget hidden in there. I couldn't leave because it was like walking in the wind.
Minishim. I shall call her Minishim.
Oh my god, dude! Now I gotta play that, dude. No, I won't do it. No, I'm gonna do it.
Come on.
Like a little midget walking in the wind.
That was awesome.
Robert's never seen that. But it's really good. I like the dank feel that it's giving me with the beer. It just really goes well, and that tangy kind of a salty sweetness, that funky grip, kind of goes into this beer very nicely. So let's go ahead and do beer before cheese, just for science.
Whoa, science.
The cheese goes over it, smothers it like a fire extinguisher. It's just done. You just want to. It enhances kind of some of a little bit of citrus in the cheese or something. There's something going on, like I don't know. It's weird. Like the beer became a little tangier or something. That's weird, but I like cheese before beer better though. All right, so that's it. That's it. Let's go ahead and let's get back to Eric for his last thoughts. How about that?
All right. We can try that. So I was trying to use the great old calculator and get a average score of two things here. So what I did, if anybody is coming in a little bit later and didn't see Thomas Metal 75, do a cheese and beer review. The Dietz and Watson's Originals, their pepper jack cheese, with a Newport Craft Brewing and Distilling Company from Newport, Rhode Island, German style Kolsch called Soccer in collaboration with Radiant Pig Craft Beers out of Brooklyn, New York, their Kolsch style beer. I'm probably being a little harsh, but I think I got enough justification. I'm going to give and prefacing that, the beer, I'm like Alex, the beer master, trying to show you something over here that says it's right there where my finger is. You can't even read it. It's so discolored. But I did mention it earlier. It's a 18th of October 2022 brewed beer. The Kolsch has kind of got a lot of mustiness to it. It's not super, super, super dry. I did get a blue strawberry kind of a note. It does have the crackery, pilsnery malt stuff, sure. It's got a lighter, medium body on the light side, but it's not super, super, super clean. It leaves you with this milky film or a chalkiness that I'm going to say. So not my favorite thing on the planet Earth, but you could drink a crap ton of them. And maybe if I ever got to Rhode Island, 30 minutes south of me, or try to seek this out at more in date or at a bar, I probably would like this better, I bet you. So the beer is going to get an 82 because of that uncleanly aspect to it. It just doesn't really hit the mark as a super clean, cleanly Kolsch, but it does have some of those fruity notes because of the ale yeast, which is great, and bready notes, but it needs to be way more clean and refreshing and I don't know, just fresh beer tasting. It's probably on the can more than the beer. So I will give that a try in another lifetime if I ever see it again. The cheese is much better. I would say beginner cheese for the pepper jack cheese. However, once you start slicing some of the block of the cheese that you're going to eat and you're going through it over time, the jalapeno tanginess and the jalapeno heat does start to build over time, which is really great. I do like that as a really tangy complexion and flavor to it. Nothing too crazy like a aged sharp cheddar cheese. It'll get an 85. I average everything out to an 84, 83.5. I'll go to an 84. The beer did work really nicely to counteract some spicy level, to counteract some of the sharpness, but to bring out a little bit of the milky flavors of the cheese and milky flavors and some salinity to the cheese. So nothing too earth-shattering, but I think with the right Kolsch beer, you could do a better pairing with what I tried to do today. So 84, I would still recommend that. And both of these things in New England are not going to break the bank. I say cheesers to you all.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric. Right on.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. 1, 2, Bumpy. Hello.
I got some treehouse water. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's expensive water.
Yeah, where to start with this stuff? I mean, the cheese is all right. It's I mean, the cheese itself is kind of bland, but I mean that's kind of Havarti, I guess. It's a melting cheese for whatever purpose, I think. I'll score the Havarti. I'll give it a 40 out of 50. I'll say it's good.
Nice.
The beer wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be. Like I said, I was hoping it was going to push more towards like a red IPA. Have a little bit more hop flavor. Instead, it was like really like burnt flavors from the malt. It's a very malty and burnt red ale with an extreme bitterness. So I'm going to score that. I was going to score it out of 35, but as I was drinking on it a little bit more, I'm not sure if my palate just got used to it. But it was like, all right, it's like some of that burnt bitterness was starting to kind of settle down a bit. So I'm going to bump it up to a 36 out of 50. I'll say it's good.
Right.
And the
Hey,
pairing, the cheese before the beer seemed to work fairly well.
Yeah.
For what both of them were.
Right.
This wasn't like an amazing experience with the cheese and the beer tonight, but
Right.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool though. It passes. That's good. Right on, man. Bumpy, thank you, man. All right. Let's get on to Angie. Angie, it's your turn.
The cheese was great. I'm gonna give it a 90 out of 100. I've eaten half the block already while we've been doing this, so yeah, it's pretty good. And the beer, even though I'm not a big fan of IPAs, I kind of like this one. This one's all right. I'd get it again. So I'm gonna rate it like an 87 out of 100.
Mm.
So the total, I don't know, both of them would be like what? I don't know. 95 out of 100. I don't know. The pairing of the two. It was good. It was good.
Went well together.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. Cool.
It made both of them better together. So
That's what works. That's why we're pairing. So as long as it went together, we're good to go. Hell yeah. Cool. All
So
right,
thank you.
Angie. Cheers. Yeah,
Cheers.
thank you. All right. Let's get Robert up here.
Well, I went down. I had to run upstairs and get a couple more. I'm sorry, this drink's really easy. As far as lagers go, and I have to keep it in that category. It's as good as most typical lagers. I think. I don't think it's anything overtly special. I do think it's good though. Don't get me wrong. It's a very clean beer. It's probably finished cleaner than most.
You want a beer?
Yeah, he does. He would drink it if I'd pour it for him. He eats.
That is a cool
This
dog.
dog is. We've had him since January, and he's my buddy now, totally. But anyway, the beer I'm going to stick with the 90 on. It's a good lager. I'm not going to say it's exceptional lagers. I'm trying to sit here and think of one I've had that I can prefer better. I can't, but I just can't say I've had any a whole lot worse either, though. I mean, it's just right in there with Hams or PBR, whatever your choice of a lager beer is, just kind of a standard one. Other than, I do have to admit, this is the there's no lingering aftertaste that you get sometimes, like with the Budweiser. Sometimes you get that lingering that just kind of hangs around for a little bit, and this doesn't do that. Cheese wise, I like goat cheese, so this is going to be preferential to that. And I like the seasoning. I've never had this seasoning on this before. It's a 95, easy.
Awesome.
I like goat cheese though. That's just me. So together, I'm going to average it a 92, and do prefer the cheese or beer.
Oh.
So anyway, I can't. There's hardly anything I can't try. He hated cars until he figured out I was going to leave in the vehicle, and he didn't get to go, and so now he likes to ride too.
Oh,
He's gotten better about all that, but he's still. His big problem is he likes to chase cars, and I gotta break that. I don't know how, but I got a collar for him, that electric collar, but I don't like using it. But we're gonna have to do something, or he's gonna get run over because he's a dum about that.
You can use them with honey. You know, like nice duck sauce. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I should. If I could do this outside, I could get the pheasant wings out of the shed. He'll point, hold the point, and hold 9 yards. He knows what he's going to do there. So yeah, he's a good hunter. I think he'll be a good hunter. You never know. Yeah. He's more
right on, man.
He's more of a pal than anything.
Yeah, seems like it.
Right,
Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Yep, cool. All right, and cheers to Burley who just popped in.
What's up, Burley?
Burley Sola Band. All right. Yeah, the beer I had is just absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the better. It's kind of up there with Anchorage Brewing, in my opinion, over here on this side anyway. And then, like, you know, I haven't had enough of your side's beers, enough of them, but it does kind of play the part of even like Evil Twin or ow, that hurt. Is it Evil Twin, or there's some other ones I've had, but I haven't had enough of the East Coast easies and shit. So, but this is really good. I'm gonna give it a 97 out of 100. I just really thought it was almost like pushing world class. There's so many others out there, so I gotta kind of, you know, keep it at the. I can't quite Alex it, you know. So, but yeah, I haven't had Fidens yet. That's one that I'd like to try. So that'll be in the future. But hopefully, and Treehouse. But the cheese was really good. It at some point in it, you were thinking you were a bird because there was so many seeds in it. But it's so good. I mean, that's what everything bagel is. It has all that shit on it. The poppy seeds, the flax seeds, and then the onion, the garlic, the other stuff, the pepper, the seasonings, the spices they put in it. It's so good with that goat cheese. I mean, seriously, like I'd probably give it like I'd probably go like another 97 on that. And then together cheese before beer was really nice. I would go a 98. Let's go 98 on that. I just thought it was awesome. I think it would have been better with the West Coast though, but for what I had, it was amazing. It was amazing. But the beer before cheese wasn't so much. It was a little strange. But it was like I said, granola. It was like that was weird. But yeah, so all right, so that's that. Let's yeah, we got some decent scores tonight, so I'm that's good. That's good. It doesn't always work out, you know. Sometimes it's just the way it is. But let's go ahead and open the panel. Well, actually, let's keep it where we are, and we'll just bring you up. Let's bring up Eric and let him do his shout outs. Oh yeah.
Oh, hello everybody. Thank you, Beer Man. So I do the YouTube channel is called Thomas Metal 75. That's the channel that I run, and the program I like to call is Massachusetts Beer Reviews. I'm from southeastern Massachusetts. Yes, don't go to the van that says free ice cream there, Luke John. Don't do it. Anyways, that doesn't sound like a good time. But so typically, what I do on my channel every week on Wednesday nights, 7:30 Eastern time, Boston, New York City time, is the Wild Card Wednesday, which is the only mittens fees a beverage. Please bring a beer, wine, or a spirit. Really, any adult beverage. Oof. And let's have some fun. Just don't be a douche. So this week I have Friday and Saturday. I have a couple of shows with Oxblood Forge, my band I drum in, coming up in Worcester, Massachusetts, Friday, Saturday in Portland, Maine. So because of that, I will be practicing on Wednesday night, and Alex the Beer Master will be hosting and restreaming on his channel. So go check out either or channel and give them both a thumbs up there, and let Alex know if you wanted to join, and he'll figure out a way to get you a link if you would like to join. So other than that, I'll do a couple of shout outs. Let's shout out Dickie's Beer Reviews all the way down there in Las Vegas. Good
Nice.
dude right there. And let's shout out. Ooh, here's another dude from. Let's shout out Las Vegas. Dickie's Beer Reviews and freaking reviews, as seen on TV, product reviews, gadgets, and more. If you want to find out about an as on TV product, well, check out that guy. Cheers, beer man. Thank you, everybody in the panel and on the chat.
Cheers. Right on. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. All right. All right, let's get on to Bumpy. Cheers, Eric. Cheers,
All
Bumpy.
right. Cheers. I'm on to another water.
All right.
That
was good for you.
I was thinking that I think the Jim Beam Black was starting to hit me. Yeah. What are we doing? Shout outs, promos, and stuff like that. All right. We got my channel Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. It is called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before. Join up on panel. It's just back to the regular one. So no themes upcoming. We don't have any holidays, right? Next weekend. Okay.
Just Memorial Day next month.
Or Mother's Day. Yeah, bring a Mother's Day beer.
A light beer. No.
Oh, I like that. That was
We
nice.
got whiskeys with the whiskeys.
Let's do a shout out for let's do No Hype. Check out Kyle at No Hype.
Oh,
He's a fantastic beer seller. Right behind him, very knowledgeable guy as well. He's a teacher, if you didn't know. And he does really thorough beer reviews, good vocabulary, unlike myself. So, yeah, that is No Hype. Beer reviews. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, Bumpy. Right on. Thank you. Let's get Angie up here. Cheers, Angie.
Angie's Fluid Art is my main channel. I do fluid art lives on Mondays and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I also have another channel called Just Being Angie, where I play music and discuss music and different things, just pretty much everything else I like that's not fluid art, and a lot of shenanigans. So, yeah, that's the shenanigan channel. So, and shout outs. I want to shout out Art by Sparkle, who is now home in her comfy house. Thank goodness, out of the hospital. I'd also like to shout out, let me see, yeah, Joe from the Beer Patrol, um, Beer Man, of course, everybody on panel, and Sam Smalley, Short and Stout Beer Reviews on Instagram. And that's it.
Yep, definitely. Right on. Good shout out.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Thanks, Angie. All right, we got Robert next.
I'd like to say I've done something, but I have not done anything with my channel since better part of 8 months right now. But I still do have a channel, and sooner or later we'll get back to it. I mean, I have plenty of stuff to review that I haven't reviewed that I should review.
Kick your butt sometimes.
But, yeah. Well, last year was a hard year, and just getting back in the groove of things. I've been working a lot since the first of the year. My work has picked up. I spend more time out in the field than I do at home, but that's all right. It's how I make my money. So, yeah. But it doesn't allow much time for this kind of stuff. I say that, but then when I get home, I either go hunting or fishing or whatever, and not do the things I should do. So anyway, besides all that, yeah, I still catch Beer Man's channel. I still watch him even when I'm out in the field. A lot of times, I don't get, especially in Southwest Nebraska, I just don't get good enough reception to actually be on. But I can, and I can't drink on the well, obviously. But I can still view and watch what's going on a lot of times, and I do when I can. I don't really got much else to shout out other than like these people on the channel here, and I still Ron, Alex, of course. I don't know. Watch a lot of stuff. I mean, I watch more of the YouTube than I do regular TV, to tell you the truth.
Me too.
So do I. Yeah, so that's all me and my wife watch.
But I watch a lot of fishing shows too, though. I like to fish. I always have, and I like to ride motorcycles. So
nice.
I watch a lot of that too sometimes. Anyway, that's all. I wish I had more to offer, but I don't in this aspect.
No worries.
Sorry. Other than I like the shingling. It's pretty good.
It looks good and clean, dude. That sounds great. Actually.
It is going down better than I anticipated, or else I'm particularly thirsty.
Yeah.
I don't know which, but
nice pour. See, that looks clean, dude. That's nice.
Yes, it is. It's
Anyway, it's hard to get a clear beer, you know.
Sometimes you don't want one. When you get those creamy IPAs, you're looking for that. But in a lager, yeah, you want it to be clean, definitely clear, and I like the color on it. Looks better than most Millers or Buds or anything along those lines.
Looks like a clean fat tire or something. I don't want to.
The original fat tire.
You're right. That's a good.
The old fat tire, that is.
The old fat tire.
Yeah, they've changed
that.
That
retired beer.
No, it's fucking flat. Really flat. And out of here.
Flat tire.
But, well, thanks, man. Thanks, Whiskey Bro.
Well, right. I got an Middle Fruit says I owe Alex a motorcycle trip to Sturgis. Alex wouldn't know what to do if he got there. Alex would be a lost puppy in that world.
Just smile and wave at everyone.
That's all.
I got some bean. Wrong.
All right, man. Well, thanks, Robert, man. Appreciate you, man, as always. Cheers.
Thank you, Brandon.
Okay. Alex would be like, want to touch the booby?
Oh, yeah. Like girls walking on more tasty.
You said it, not me, Bumpy.
That's for a girl. No, that would be scary. Bearded girl. Yeah, so beer and cheese as always next week will be the same. I actually like this show. I put it down for the reason of just being funny. But no, we've done it for so damn long, but it's just so fun to mix stuff up and see how it works. And it seems to be one of those fluid shows that you don't want to stop. So, and next week again, 8 o'clock Eastern, if you can make it, 5 my time Pacific. Wednesday tomorrow will be all spun out. I changed that up and changed it. I might actually change it back to um I might go back to Hop Happy Wednesdays.
Hmm.
I was kind of liking the hoppy beers. I don't mean to like change it on everyone, but I like Bumpy was saying yesterday, I'm trying to find my place with that. So with my Wednesday show. So I'm just trying to find something creative, guys, and it's kind of I'm tired of the cookie cuttery kind of thing, which this kind of is, but it's not. It's fun, it's good. But maybe we can find something that's fun eventually. But yeah, we'll do all spun out again tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 mine. Either if you like, that'll be the start of the gauntlet Wednesday. Yes, and Eric's not doing it tomorrow, so you're doing wild card
Alex, the beer
Alex
master, will
is doing
be
it
on.
tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right.
When is show?
So you shouted out Dickie. I was gonna shout him out too because he's sending me a shirt.
Oh yeah, no shit. Cool.
Felt bad because my shirt didn't have a print on it so anymore. The one I bought of his, so he went and he bought me another one and sent it out. But cheers to Dickie. Ridgeopolis, definitely. I got damn good man. I'm gonna send out some beers to several people, probably tomorrow. I'm hoping. I need to actually. So that's in his name. I've been making beers in everyone's name. I've got one coming up called we call the Flavor Saver.
Oh yeah, the flavor saver's right here in my face. The mustache.
That's right, man. It'll be an American Amber, and then we're doing a double New England. I got to figure out where that's going. Maybe I'll name it after Bumpy or something.
The Bumpy New England.
And then we got Beer Hounds, man. Beer Hounds, beer reviews. Also sent me 3 beers. I did his 3 reviews that he sent me. And all 3 of them were actually pretty damn good. So very good stuff coming from the Southern California region. But he just did Modern Times teleportation sweater from Modern Times. Yeah, go check him out. He plays a hell of a guitar as well. Fucking crazy ass guitar. Hell yeah. Finra Homebrewing. Just one more. Check out Finra over in New Zealand. He did his Brew Day Wednesday on 29. It's number 29. I think he was doing the Yorkshire Bitter or something. I think it might have been 28 though. I think 29 is a Yorkshire Bitter. Yeah, so go check that out. That's all I got. Sorry, that was a lot of talking, but that's it. Let's go ahead and bring everyone. I'm just gonna kind of keep it here. But thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you as always. Seriously, you are what make it, both you and the chat. But thank you to the panel, Bumpy Road Brews, Angie's Fluid Art, Just Being Angie. We got Whiskey Scout, Mr. Robert there. We got Eric. Oh God, I'm choking. You didn't make me choke. Thomas Middle 75. I choked on a poppy seed. Thomas Middle 75. Cheers to you.
There's enough of them.
And
be careful
Beer
with
Man,
poppy
of course,
seeds.
here to serve you with beer and cheese every Tuesday, so and Wednesday and all that shit. But thanks to everyone in the chat. I'm not going to name all you guys off. You know who you are. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you so much. We all do. If you haven't already, please respectfully subscribe to these guys, and I'm sure all of you have already subscribed to them. So, cheers to you guys. Let's do our last little thing. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you are fucking from in this beautiful world. Cheers.
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 Oh.
Oh, you're
I
right.
got a little bit.
Damn.
Buy enough of them, Eric.
Here.
I bought it 12.